All right, cool.
Freaky ass Hilly, he has 69 God.
All right, don't you fucking.
Hey, run for your life.
I'm not him. No.
Let me hear you say Hilberto. Hilberto.
Speakerboxx.
What's good, y'all? It's Pat from Speakerboxx. I just got some editor's notes before we get into this. We couldn't record a new episode this week, so this is going to be one of the gems we had in the vault for not a while, not like a long time. It's actually more recent. It's probably like the most recent of all the ones we kept in the vault. Anyway, hope y'all enjoy.
Speakerboxx.
Yo, what's up? You are listening to Speakerboxx Studios. My name is Gio. To my right, I've got
Sean.
Right in front of him, we've got
Hilly.
And to his right, we've got
Pat.
We are Speakerboxx Studios, and we are back from I think 6-month hiatus or something like
Half
that.
a year, whatever the case.
Because, well, Sean tells me the last time we recorded was January, which I am not buying.
Yeah, because we were talking about me graduating. So that
Yeah,
was
never mind. Yeah. Wait, that still could have been before.
No, because I had already finished. Like, I finished officially.
Okay. So we haven't recorded since at least January.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, probably was.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
Yeah.
But it won't matter because to you guys, this will probably be like a 3-day gap. But to us, this is literally like
months.
Months upon months of not releasing.
That's the life of a creator. Sometimes you go months.
Yeah, that's the life of the creator.
Yeah.
But we're back now. A lot of stuff has happened since we last recorded. Because again, you have to keep in mind we're recording this today on June 25th.
You don't say January.
I was going to say January 25th. Well, the last time we probably recorded was sometime in January. So we have the first half of 2024 to catch up on. And let me just say, man, what a long 6 months.
It's especially the past like
2 months
alone.
Yeah.
2 months alone, just for the state of hip hop in general. Obviously, we're not going to get into the timeline like too much. I'm sure everyone who's listened has already heard what the timeline looks like. You know,
Yeah.
It starts off with Drake dropping First Person Shooter back on For All the Dogs in 2023. Then Like That drops in 2024, and now.
But this is for us to like unravel because we didn't really get to sit down.
We didn't really get to sit down and talk about it.
Yeah.
Like That drops in 2024. We hear that verse on that Future and Metro album by Kendrick, and it just starts a wildfire and basically blows up into what I think is one of the greatest rap beefs of all time. Some of the greatest rap diss tracks ever dropped during this rap beef, and
At least one of them.
At least I think two of them.
Nah, I think Drake did have some. Like,
No.
Family, you don't think Family
We'll
Matters
get into
slaps?
that.
No, I do. Okay, yeah, we'll get into that.
Okay.
So, the first track we could talk about is Like That, which I guess we could talk. Well, no, I'm not talking about First Person Shooter. That's like a fake track. First Person Shooter is just J. Cole going, "Hey guys, me, Kendrick, and Drake, 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
You decide what the order is." It's not even close anymore. No. Grippy and Wagwan Delilah came out, and now it's not even close anymore.
Yeah, no. Ain't no big three.
Ain't no big three.
Motherfucker started.
It's just Big D, and there's video proof. Yes. But yeah, so Like That dropped in 2024. I don't know if you guys remember where you guys were when that dropped, but I think I very specifically remembered I was on a game of 2K, and one of my guys says to me, he goes, "Yo, did you see that Kendrick was on the new Future in Metro?" And I was like, "No, is the track any good?" And he goes, "Yeah, he disses Drake and J. Cole on it." I'm like, "You're fucking lying your ass off, dude." Kendrick Lamar is not one to just fucking straight up diss anyone on the track like that, unless it's like something like Control where he's doing it out of respect for them. But nope, he went out there and he said there is no big three.
It's just big me.
It's just Big Me.
Boom.
He's Prince. Drake's Mike Jack. J. Cole somewhere there. Nobody knows.
Listen, all right, to give like J. Cole at least some modest like credit is like it wasn't even his song, but yeah, it was a really bad verse.
What?
Which one?
On the Grippy thing. Like,
Yeah.
Fuck Grippy, dude. We're not talking about
We're not talking about
Grippy,
Grippy, bro. We're not talking about Grippy.
Fuck Grippy. I will say, I don't know if you guys agree or not, but of all the diss tracks, I think Like That is like the best song. It's probably not the best diss, probably not by a long shot, but I think in terms of like if you're listening on like a sonic standpoint, like something that you can just play over and over again, I think it's probably up there for me.
I could see that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think the Metro production on that song is fucking fantastic.
I would say like in terms of like what would like bop, like the obvious choice is Not Like Us, Then Like That. Then if I had to say it because of the fact that it was a bop song, even though there wasn't much lyrics, Family Matters.
I think Push-Ups was a better song than
I was
Family
going to say
Matters.
Push-Ups is actually the better bop in my opinion.
I think Push-Ups is a better song than Family Matters.
I mean, it was just funny when he just like told Metro to shut your
You know, I
ass
said,
up.
make some drums singing.
But then after that, this nigga really sat here and did it because he fucking sat here and dropped BBL Drizzy.
Trizzy. But yeah, I want to get your guys' thoughts on like that, where, you know, if you remember where you were when it first dropped, what your initial reactions were.
It was a complete surprise for me because I was listening to the Future album and they didn't show who the features were.
Yeah, that's why I love when albums do that. I did you know,
Bro.
with like Utopia too. First hour of release, they don't tell you
Yeah,
who
they
the
don't say
features
anything.
are on it.
Yeah, like at least for me, I don't even remember where the fuck I was. All I know is at least at that point in time, I knew for a fact that like there was gonna be some reason or like something that had to do with Drake on that album, and
Yeah, because that was in the middle of, that was like at the peak of the Metro Drake.
yeah, Metro, Future, Drake, yeah, and even then he didn't really like mention Future as much in there, but yeah, I don't even remember where I was, but like I was like not gonna really listen to that album because I'm not a fucking Future listener. Like I'm not a fan of Future like that.
Yeah, me neither.
So I was like thinking, oh, it's just gonna be fucking Future on Metro Beats. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
fucking
I only listen to it because it's Metro Beats.
And then
I
next
think
thing you
Future
know-
always sounds good on Metro Beats.
like the only thing that like that's funny, but it's still kind of ass to me is like I think the intro track was. I think it's what it is like. Oh, we still don't trust you.
Oh, that's the second album.
Yeah.
Second album. Sorry,
The second album.
Okay, so
because the first one was We Don't Trust You.
yeah,
The second album
yeah.
was We Still Don't Trust You.
all right. So
But yeah, where were you?
my
What about
fault.
you, Sean? Where
I think I was driving home from work and then Pat texted the group chat, bro.
Was it you
I'm
who?
pretty sure Pat.
Was
texted
it
the
you
group
who
chat.
texted first about like
'Cause
that?
that's where I heard it. Because
It might have been.
Let me look back.
That's the only way. That's the only way I know.
Keep talking through it while
I swear to fuck, I think it was just I think it might have been either you or I don't remember how I
don't know exactly, but I remember I got a notification from the group chat. It was like, "Yo, Kendrick is this," and then I just listened to the album just for that song. I didn't listen to anything else. I
no,
just listened
actually
right like
it
that.
might have been you, Gio,
Was it Gio?
It could have been.
because
I thought it was.
I don't
Pat.
even remember.
Because I know for a fact that like as soon as I heard that like Kendrick was on Like That on like when I was scrolling through my feed that I saw he was on Like That, I was like,
Yeah,
the fuck? And then next I just listened to the song. I was like, oh,
Yeah, I wasn't on social media at the
Okay.
time, so literally my only connection to the whole thing was the group chat. Because I
It was
on
Pat. March
Pat.
22nd.
Yeah.
March 22nd. Pat said Kendrick dissed J. Cole and Drake 3 alarms emoji.
Yeah,
Three alarms.
yeah.
And then Hilly said, "Bro, what?" And I said, "Like that on Future and Metro's album." He said, "Wait, he dissed on the album?" I said, "Yup." And then Sean responded like 8 hours later and was like, "That's so fucking funny, bro."
Yo.
And Hilly was still complaining about the Mac being fucked up, and that was 3 months ago.
all right.
Oh,
all
it
right.
is
we don't listen. That's getting replaced eventually.
I mean, at first when I heard the verse, I didn't really like it. I'm not gonna lie. It had to grow on me.
Kenny verse?
No,
at
that
fir-
shit-
at
Really?
first I didn't like it. At first I was kind of like,
that Kenny verse fucking punched
then
me in the
I
face
re-
when it came out.
But
bro.
then I replayed it and I was like, oh shit. Then when he said the nigga bump that shit, I was like, yo, I was like, nah, this shit's hard.
shoulders trying to place.
That shit was too hard. That shit was too hard.
Walk around with that stick. It
ain't
ain't Andre 3K. Think I won't drop the
Location.
location.
I still got PTSD. What the fuck, the big three? Nigga, it's just big me. Nigga, bump.
That shit hard.
I really like that. Your best work is a light pack. Prince
live
Prince
like
Alex
that.
like Jack.
we'll get into the concert later, but I think when he performed it live, I think that was the song I was most excited to hear.
But
honestly.
apparently, there's more to that line when it says your best work is a light pack. Apparently, he's referencing Daylit.
Daylight, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Daylight ghostwrites for Drake. He ghost writ, right? Whatever. He was ghostwriting for him on some of the diss tracks.
That's funny.
Wait, what?
Yes, I'm not joking.
So the diss tracks took Kendrick?
Yeah.
He literally said it in an interview. I
That
think
he,
he did
he was
with
ghostwriting.
Vlad. Yeah,
I think it was Family Matters and a bit of Push-Ups as well.
like
It wasn't the hard part.
he had it,
No, Drake definitely wrote the
and
hard
it's
parts.
crazy because motherfuckers who sat here and claimed, like Drake was responded to Kendrick right after. Oh, he's such a lyricist. No, motherfucker, he had it in the vault. Like, did you not clearly listen to Push-Ups? The intro to Family Matters is literally
It's
at
literally
the
at
end of
the
the
end
song.
of push-ups. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
I think my theory with that is like, I think that the first or the first third of Family Matters was already done by the time push-ups was done, but I don't think the second and third parts of it were done yet.
You probably add that.
Probably like
yeah.
last minute. Yeah.
I think he needed to put that first part in just so it felt like,
There was more.
just so
He had
he knew
something.
there was shit in the vaults.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like he knew he had to when it was coming to Kendrick, bro. Because you know, just come
Motherfucker didn't have enough.
But that's
Shit.
the only thing he had in the vault, and that's still crazy to me.
But why would Daylit write against his own homie? That's why I'm not.
Well, like, yeah, they may be homies, but like, it's just the fact that like, Daylight has been a ghostwriter for Drake for a few of his projects.
No, I get that, but why would you write a diss track to your own homie?
It's just for the culture.
Nah.
He literally explained like his whole thought process behind that. He's still cool with Kendrick.
Nah, I don't know.
It's out of pocket, but I mean, the thing is, Family Matters is like
That's
probably
like-
the best thing that he has on
like,
Kendrick.
That's like me being cool with Gio. Gio, going at you, and then I write a diss track for Gio towards
Well,
you.
I would not need your help to write a diss
I
track.
mean,
Well, I was just saying,
All right,
Gio.
let me. So then,
I'm not about to write a diss track about somebody. Even if you say that we're not cool, he's cool as fuck with Ab-Soul.
I mean,
And
And Ab was literally on stage.
yeah,
Pop out.
but
like,
like
let
he's
me-
cool with the TDE. I know, but let me hold on.
All right.
But he's cool with the TDE camp. I'm like, I can't.
It just
I
doesn't.
don't care.
I know. I'm with
I don't
Sean on
see
this.
I get it doesn't
line up.
Yeah.
I get that it doesn't line up, but still, I mean, like,
He did it.
it's money.
It happened. He did it. He probably got paid a bag for it.
Maybe he thinks
Yeah.
he and Kendrick are cool, but Kendrick's petty ass probably hates him. now.
Yeah, because I'm like, you don't do that. You don't do that. I don't
No.
care. You don't do that.
Yeah,
So then what? Did he write the line about Dave Free and his wife? So like what exactly did he write?
I don't know.
No, I know you
exactly
don't
what
know,
he
but I'm just
wrote.
saying it's like, okay, so how
Because there's some
far?
real out of pocket shit written
Exactly.
on
No,
Family Matters.
And that's
not
why
out of
Kendrick-
pocket. I don't think it's out of pocket. I think it's perfectly in pocket for what Kendrick was saying.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
And
There
that's-
were so many layers to the shit that Kendrick was saying, and like so many of the things.
And that's why Kendrick
Oh
went
my
crazy because he was
God.
speaking about Dave Free, speaking about Whitney. So I'm like,
And it's crazy
Talking about his
because
fucking
both of them,
kids.
his kids, Dave Free and Whitney, they were all at the pop out.
Yeah.
yeah, I know, but not.
That
I-
discredits to this.
Oh, yeah.
Entirely.
He-
He's throughout that pop out, he was literally doing things that literally were like dissecting the fucking diss tracks in its entirety. It was
okay, so
ridiculous.
let's get back on track here.
Yeah.
So like that was the first one that was released.
Yeah.
And then a couple weeks go by. We let it sit for a bit. I remember we talked in the group chat. We were like, "Yo, Drake needs to clap back." And I think his best diss that he released was the one that he released after Like That. I think Push Ups is probably the best track. I think it's my favorite of the Drake tracks that were released.
Yeah.
Oh, he fucking too.
And it also feels like Drake wrote more of that than his ghostwriters would have written for him. Like, what is it when he calls Kenny a pipsqueak and like?
Yeah, pipsqueak.
I think all the
Oh,
short
you're
jokes. I think
fucking
all the short
5
jokes are
What 5'7"?
how the fuck you big stepping with a size 7 men's on.
That's just so funny.
How the fuck you? No, that's a bar. How the fuck you big stepping with a size 7 men's on is crazy.
And then he said he had to take a hike down the mountain. That was hard too. That line down there was hard.
We don't endorse pedophilia before you get it twisted.
Yeah, no,
we're
we
just
must be.
we're looking at this. We're looking at this from a timeline perspective. We don't fuck with Drake here. Not even me. That's
Yeah.
coming from me, bro. I don't fuck
You
with
watch
Drake.
previous videos after this shit.
You
comes
watch
out.
look, dude. I'm gonna look real bad.
You're gonna look so bad.
I'm gonna look real. I'm gonna prep. This better be the first one we put out.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm putting this out right now. There are going to be episodes released after this where I dick ride the fuck out of Drake for like 8 episodes. I don't stand by any of those anymore. I dick rode that man for a while. I also was pretty well aware that he was probably a pedophile, but I still like did not care until proof came out, and then it got even worse when the proof did come out because it was way worse than I thought it was going to be. And then he made a song about how he wasn't a pedophile, and it fucking ended the entire thing because it was so bad.
Oh my god.
That's my standpoint on Drake. We don't fuck with Drake no more.
We'll get to that fucking track way down the fucking line. Oh my god.
But yeah, so Push Ups came out. I think Push Ups was my favorite of all of the Drake diss tracks. I think he spits the most on it. I think the biggest gripe I had with it, and I think most people also had a similar gripe with it, was he should have been clapping back at Kenny and just Kenny.
Yeah, no, he was clapping back at like Weekend.
Weekend.
He clapped back at
Future,
Abel,
Metro.
Future, Metro.
Yeah.
Ross, I think he also
Yeah,
disses in that
Ross,
one. He
yeah.
mentions Ozempic in that one.
Ironic.
Ironic.
The irony.
Ironic.
But yeah, I personally liked the Drake the first Drake diss track. We'll talk about the second one later, but I wanted to see what you guys thought about that first one. You know, when it first came out. I want to see what our group chat also looked like while we were.
I guess for me, like what Push-Ups came out the day after. So, and I would say, like, I think my initial reaction was like it was all right. Like it wasn't like a bad. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. It was just like it was just there. And like
Talking about Push-Ups.
yeah, that it was just there for me.
Oh, I remember the big thing that we were talking about. And I know you talked about it a lot. Was we weren't sure if it was AI when it first came out.
Yes,
Because it sounded like it could have been AI.
And he didn't even drop it.
It was a
officially
leak.
first
Yeah,
it got
Yeah, it was a
leaked.
leak. It was leaked at first, and then it was confirmed after Drake put it on streaming.
I had a theory about that. It's just like to like generate hype for it, and
You think he intentionally leaked it?
yeah, intentionally like
Oh, yeah,
leaked it
definitely.
out.
I think
there.
intentionally leaked it for a different
Because
reason.
it was through ACK. It was
Yeah,
academics.
Ack was
Yo.
the one who released it.
Oh my god.
We'll talk about that bum ass Ack
Yeah.
later.
I think he
Oh
leaked
my
it so he
God.
could be so everyone called it trash. He'd be like, "Yo, I know what this is, yo. This is like,
This is AI.
Control the narrative.
But I do remember us being pretty excited when that first Drake diss came out because I think that was when it kind of set in for us that this was like
This is happening.
this is how
Yeah.
because we were like we're not sure if Drake or J. Cole are gonna completely forgot about that. J. Cole responded and it was
7
ass.
minute
that
drill.
shit was
ass?
I
That
think
shit
7
was-
minute drills ass.
7 minute drill.
Dang.
Did you not, dude? Did you not listen to that shit when
I
it
did.
came out?
I did.
You did. You liked that, bro?
It
when
was
I thought it was
wasn't-
cool.
when he called
As
to
a
pimp
warming?
when he
As a-
called to
oh,
pimp a
well,
butterfly
yeah.
bad and Good Kid, Mad City like okay, and then called Damn and Mr. Morale like eh.
I mean, I think what he was getting at, because there are like a percentage of people that would say that's Twin Butterfly, because when he did an interview, like people were saying it was too preachy. They said Kendrick was changing, so I feel like he was speaking to that population of people that think like Twin Butterfly was like
Yeah, white people.
Yeah, because even I guarantee J. Cole himself didn't believe half that shit he was saying, yo. 'Cause
Yeah,
he did it.
he
He
went
did it.
out
He
into
knows he did it.
Dreamville and he said, "My fault, y'all."
It's like, bro, I don't know. Because the initial assumption was like, okay, this motherfucker sat here and made that diss track. Well, at least that little fucking thing.
Who?
J. Cole.
Okay.
Yeah, he made 7 minutes.
And the whole album was bad too. I'm gonna be honest. The album-
Nah, it was. There were the one he had with Oz.
there was,
like, it was really
some.
Oh, with Central C,
let me.
because he has two with Boz. He has one with Central C and Boz. That's HYB. Then he has another one with Boz, where Boz is like on the hook, I think.
I don't.
What's the one that really sucked that I didn't like? 3001 was the one I thought sucked.
Dang.
But my
Well, because he
thing
also just gets
was-
randomly transphobic for
I
no
know,
reason.
yeah, I was thinking-
Wait, what was the line?
He's
What
really
is it?
weird that was being
Wait,
transphobic.
what was the
yo.
line?
Let me find the line.
Yeah, final line.
But yeah, when he made 7 minute drill, it's like, bro, at that point in time, I think his mindset was like, okay, we're about to do this like for the culture, and literally Kendrick was on that same mindset when he did Euphoria and whatnot, and then next thing you know, what happens? God knows who the fuck told this
It was
motherfucker.
Schoolboy Q. From what
I kept hearing it was Schoolboy Q.
Rumor is that Schoolboy Q went up
Yeah,
like, yo,
came
bro,
and told him to,
you don't
like,
want this.
you don't want like
yo, he hates this nigga. You don't want to be a part of it.
like
Oh, Q was the one who told Cole to back up.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
yeah.
allegedly, because there was like so many different rumors.
Oh, it's on the
speculating.
Ab Soul track. Sorry, Pi is where he's just randomly transphobic.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it's like it went from like, oh, we're gonna do this for the fucking culture,
Yeah.
us three, like
Yeah.
to no, nigga, this is something that's been brewing for a while. You need to step back.
bro. Step back.
Like we need the moment right here. We like
Now, what if
stay the fuck back.
What if J. Cole didn't step back? What was Kendrick gonna
He
do?
was gonna
Like,
catch a hard ass straight. You want to
Yeah,
know
'cause
why?
You don't want to be defending Drake like that.
Here it
No, it's
is.
not even defending Drake.
This
It's
is
just-
this is the Cole bar that I thought really sucked off this album.
Okay.
They plead the fifth. I'm seeing hints of a trans fella in cancel culture's vicinity. He's no killer, trust me. Behind his chosen identity, there is still a pussy. Period. It was randomly transphobic for no reason on this song.
Yeah,
with
I
Ab
could
Soul.
see what he was trying to do, but I was like, you could have said another.
There's like so many other.
There's
ways you
like
could-
no setup for the trans thing.
There's-
You
there's
just brought it
also-
up.
exactly,
you didn't have to
Yeah.
say the
There's also like
trans thing.
there's also like a 6 minute. It's a 6 minute song. You could have just like cut the song by 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lie. Absol and Dalit killed him on that song. There were people trying to say that J. Cole had the best verse on that song. I'm like, no.
But-
Absol and Dalit didn't even have a longer verse if he had the best verse.
Cole is irrelevant in all this, dude. I'm sorry. Like,
No, he
Well,
is.
no, it's like at the end of the day, listen, motherfuckers were like, oh, shitting on J. Cole after he like sat here and dropped. I was like, I can't blame this motherfucker. Not even because of looking at it from like after the fact. I'm like before the fact, like everything happened.
I will say I respect him for dropping.
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Good on you for dropping. You're a pussy for apologizing and then deleting the track.
No. I can't. No,
Yeah, but the thing is, J. Cole was
No, stand on
always-
fucking business.
no. I'm not calling him a pussy for fucking sitting here and apologizing for it. I'm just like, bro, listen.
Stand on
It's not.
business.
It wasn't his beef to begin with. As soon as
It
he
wasn't.
heard
It wasn't.
that he should step back.
Q did him a favor.
Listen,
I will say Q did him a favor.
I think he would have caught a hard ass straight, but there's not much that you could really sit here and like shit on J. Cole for.
Thing is, keep the track up, man. That's hip hop history, right?
Yeah,
there.
I have that. I still have that shit.
Oh yeah, everybody
That's hip.
does.
That's hip hop history, bro. There's a podcast on Spotify that's just 7-minute drill.
But yeah,
Like, keep the song up. You can apologize, sure, that's fine.
But you already did it.
But you already did it. Keep the song up so people can hear the stupid shit you say on it. Like, I don't know. It's super weak to me.
I mean, people do it all the time, but just not in music.
But J. Cole had always said he smoked a rapper on the track. There's
that's
then he got-
that's the thing that
there's
pissed me
countless
off.
tracks where J. Cole says if a rapper comes in, like he'll
And
demolish him.
then he dissed Kendrick.
Yeah.
And then
And backed down
and then backed
immediately.
out because he knew he was gonna get smoked.
Yeah, it's
I don't know.
That's like the one.
but
I will
think
say that's
about
the
it.
one guy that J. Cole probably can't smoke.
Oh, the ironic thing is, you know what Kendrick said? I don't know if you guys heard, about Black Friday where he rapped on one of J. Cole's beats.
Yeah.
J. Cole rapped on. You know what Kendrick says in that song?
What?
They tapping out before we even get a chance to miss them. That's literally what he did.
That's facts. That's
No, it's just it's so easy. I think like for the sake of like preserving because this is history. Like this is music history. Whether or not you think hip hop is good music, whether or not you think hip hop is important, it's a piece of history that should be kept.
Yeah.
People want to look back at this, and nobody's gonna be like, oh, dude, let's go listen to that fucking J. Cole track that he dropped after Like That came out. You watched me forget about it. I went straight to push-ups immediately after we finished talking about Like That because of how bad that J. Cole track was. It was
I don't
so
know.
crazy.
At the end of the day, I don't know. I don't like.
I'm happy Cole stepped out
yeah.
I'm happy that he stepped out, but at the same time, I'm like, even if he stood in, what
because
can
it
you
made
really?
it even more embarrassing that Drake was Drake. Like, I think if Drake had Cole, it would have been less embarrassing what was being done to Drake. But now that Cole isn't on Drake's side, I think it's way funnier that his best friends are like Lil Yachty,
And Sexy Red.
Sexy Red,
Ooh, baby.
who else?
Fucking. Oh my lord.
Central C. The guy from Wagwan Delilah. What's his name? Snow Day.
I don't fucking know
Who is that?
I don't want to know who.
Have you
that
not
nigga
heard
is.
Wagwan Delilah?
What? I heard you say it. And I
Oh, you don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
Oh, you don't
Oh,
know.
you don't fucking.
All right, we'll get into Wagwan
No,
Delilah
My
later.
lord, we'll
We'll
get
get
into
into
that
that later.
But yeah, at the end of the
Sure.
day, like, what can you really sit here and get like on J. Cole for if he had stood in like entirely?
Well,
Like,
no, just stand on what you put out already. I'm not saying put out more, but stand by the shit that you put out.
no, I mean like what would Kendrick or Drake
Even if
say?
he didn't diss Kenny on that track, like if I was him, I would have told Cash Cobain to take down Grippy. But he
yeah,
kept it up.
that shit was so bad.
But he kept it up. I respect him for keeping it up. I would have told him like, yo, take that shit down immediately. But if you're gonna keep up Grippy, you might as well keep up 7-Minute Drill. They're both equally bad songs. Grippy's worse, but 7-Minute Drill is
Yeah, I
just
was
like
gonna
a
say,
bad diss.
yeah, nothing can like be grippy. It's like it's
Shoot my phone in the
It's-
dick game.
it's grippy. Oh no, it took a good like 10 seconds before he said it. Motherfuckers made memes. It was like it's grippy. I'm like,
crazy.
But yeah, let's see what else.
Then we got after that.
Taylor
then we have
Made.
the TaylorMade.
Oh, TaylorMade
my
came out after
fucking
that.
I didn't even
God.
want to talk
I
about that.
forgot about that.
TaylorMade,
bullshit.
for those of you who don't know, AI track with Drake. What was it? Snoop,
Snoop
Pac.
and Pac.
Fuck.
I have nothing to say.
I think that's why. I think it's also why he lost.
You
Part of the reason that was like
no,
strike-
that's not part of it. Kendrick wouldn't have gone in as hard if
That's
he
literally
didn't.
all the evil for not like us, honestly.
I think that's what ignited the fire. Because West Coast don't.
If
play
you
about
don't,
Pac.
if you don't put,
West
if you
Coast
don't
is
put out a song with Pac and you also don't talk about Whitney during it, The thing is, he talks about Whitney on that song.
He talks about when he's in fucking Family Matters too.
Yeah, but that's the only reason Kendrick went in on Euphoria.
Yeah.
Is because
He keeps mentioning
Whitney.
Yeah.
If he doesn't, I don't think he mentions Whitney on push-ups.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Does he?
He does.
Let me check. Let me double check that. But yeah, so Taylor Made came out. Taylor Made was not good.
No, it wasn't.
Not even in the slightest.
And then the fact
And
that
the Tupac I say is like, yo, take that shit down.
just like and talking about later on man.
I mean, I think on his part, like, I'll give him points because you just
he does mention Whitney in this. He mentions her once.
I feel like the power that Pac had in the West, and then you take his voice to go at a West Coast rapper, and we know that
Not
Kendrick,
just a West Coast rapper.
That's
the West Coast,
The West Coast rapper.
someone who idolizes Tupac, and then you use his voice in the diss against him. Now he's gonna go crazy. He's gonna go
Like,
crazy.
nah, bro.
He's a beast.
That's like mistake. I think Taylor Made is probably what, like, if hip hop historians look back on this beef and say like what is the moment that Drake lost? The moment Drake lost was when he put out
made
Taylor
that.
Made.
Yep.
When he put out Taylor Made.
But he took it down real quick.
I would have for me.
Well, he wants to claim that it was the Tupac estate that didn't take it down.
Yeah,
But
He says that Kendrick made them do it, but I don't know.
yeah, I don't believe
I
that
was-
shit one bit. Like Tupac Estate did not play.
No, we don't
Motherfucking,
play by
you know,
his music.
like,
Absolutely
the
not.
fuck?
It's Tupac, bro. Like, no, we don't play by this.
But yeah,
shit.
so Taylor Made came out. That was an embarrassment.
It was.
And then I remember exactly. Hilly was literally in this seat. I remember the exact story. It was a fucking. What was it? It was like a Tuesday morning. It was like 10 a.m.
Yep.
We were waiting for classes to start. Hilly was here sitting in this chair. I was sitting over in Studio A on my phone, and I got a fucking Twitter notification that said Kendrick Lamar Euphoria out now on.
Oh yes,
on
when we
streaming.
went before we went outside that day.
We didn't
yes,
go outside because we went out for a walk right after that.
because
but
you
I
had
remember-
your speaker.
I had my
remember.
speaker.
Oh,
I
you
was-
played it on the speaker?
Yeah, so I brought my speaker in that day because we were gonna go outside because it was a nice day out. It was like right before the summer had started.
Yeah.
And I fucking ran into this room. I was like, dude, Kendrick just dropped. And he was like, you're fucking lying. And I was like, I'm being so dead ass right now. And we fucking played that shit on the speaker. And I just remember me and Hilly going,
Just like
Oh
the shit
my
that he's fucking
God.
saying on this. Oh my
Crazy,
fucking god.
yo. Crazy.
Euphoria is my most played of the diss tracks.
Oh, no,
still.
mine too,
Definitely
yeah.
is.
I think people love
Yeah,
Not Like
definitely
Us,
one of
but
them.
I think that Euphoria is
I think it's the best.
better lyrically. I think
yeah.
I think it has a better beat. No offense, Mustard. The Not Like Us beat is fucking amazing. It's just a longer, better track. And it has probably some of my favorite lines in the entire disc.
Ooh, I say them in my head like all the time.
the braids?
What is it, the braids? I hurt your feelings. You won't work with me no more. Okay. Fucking.
Yo.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress.
Surprised they wanted that feature request. I'm
got
like, yo. But no, can we talk about everything leading up to Euphoria? Because literally, like, his homies was like, yo, like, you think Kendrick's not in the studio? He's in the studio. It's coming.
Well, I remember because you and I had talked about it. We were like, do you think, because you guys were you graduated and you were taking your break. So it was just like, me and Hilly were like, you think he's going to drop? And then Hilly was like, I'm sure Kendrick will drop. And I'd be like, I'm sure Kendrick will say something.
I didn't think he was going to drop, honestly.
I didn't think he was going to drop a
that's not
7.
like Kendrick style to just drop it.
I knew.
This record.
Thing is, yeah, it's like he doesn't just drop singles like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, actually.
And like I remember Hilly and I saw it was like 7 minutes and 44 seconds. I was like, this shit is 7 minutes and 40 seconds. Are you fucking kidding me? I listened to it twice that day. I remember that.
And then I kept fucking finding like different things that were talking about like, oh, like Euphoria was a whole actual 19 minutes, like the complete version of it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
bitch, what?
Yeah, Daylit apparently said that Euphoria was longer.
I'm like,
I was like, what?
I'm
Wait,
just like,
Kendrick's the beast though. Like he really
I'm like
go
19
crazy.
minutes. I want to hear the other.
I want to
fucking-
hear it too.
Like, I wish that shit had just like continued, and we got the full extent of the fucking of Euphoria from start to finish. I would have listened to 19 minutes. I would have
Me too.
gladly wasted 19 minutes of my life just to fucking hear that entire track, just for literally
Them superpowers
just to
getting
hear the-
neutralized. I can
the amount of shit that he was saying. 19 minutes in no fucking beef, no song, period.
does it need
For
to be
19
19 minutes?
19
So you gotta have some
motherfucking minutes.
serious hate in you, yo.
You gotta have some shit. Like, no song in fucking history, unless it's a fucking loop, goes that damn long.
Bro.
Yeah, I think.
If-
Oh, you go first.
Okay, but if you're looking past interviews, wherever Kendrick speaks about Drake, he was just like, Yeah, you know, he's another artist. I respect the art. He doesn't say anything about him as a person. Just he keeps it always
it's fucking
music.
hilarious.
Art,
Yeah,
yeah.
every time it's fucking hilarious.
And it's crazy because it's like, bro, yeah, like while he may have started because like while he like Drake like may have helped him at one point in time, to like for his career, it's like he never expressed that he actually liked the nigga. Like, at no point in history has he ever said that he's like Drake.
Yeah.
Not once.
Yeah.
You like, and motherfuckers would be like, oh, Drake made Kendrick. No, you're actually wrong.
You're extremely wrong. J.
J.
Cole's
Cole
the one
found
that- yeah,
Kendrick, and then Dre found Kendrick afterwards
Dre.
because of J. Cole. And then afterwards, to propel him with his first album, that's when he got he got around Drake's circle. Like, bitch, no, he didn't pop off because of Drake.
and
He
he's
popped
also-
off because of those niggas.
Yeah, and
Like,
he's also West Coast too. So he had Corrupt behind him. He had Snoop Dogg behind him. He had Game behind him. Like,
Snoop
oh yeah, when he
fucking-
did that one concert, yeah,
Snoop
yeah,
fucking loved him.
yeah,
Well, he still loves him.
Yeah.
Obviously.
yeah.
Snoop loves him.
yeah. So it's like with Drake, he might have did a little push, but he wasn't like.
I remember when Euphoria came out, I just got like 3 screenshots of some guy on Twitter like playing Poetic Justice and saying like thinking about where it all went wrong.
Like, bro, it's just crazy, man. Like,
Honestly, I wouldn't have been surprised if Kendrick was so petty enough that he would have just taken Poetic Justice down completely.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Euphoria is definitely my favorite of the diss track. I think it's just like
Euphoria is amazing.
it's a fun
Euphoria is
listen.
amazing.
I think Kenny flows on that like
Like literally
insanely
euphoric.
well.
Like he nearly nailed it. Like yes.
And then we
And-
got 616.
Yeah,
right
616 in
afterwards.
LA.
I think didn't Family Matters come back?
No,
No,
because
616.
the 616 was the
Oh,
bait.
he dropped it.
Was
Oh
the bait
my
for
God.
Family Matters. So
Yeah.
616 dropped, and I was like, okay, it's an alright track. It's not amazing. It's like little
It's a
light
warning
jabs.
shot.
It grew on me though. I
It's
ain't
a
gonna lie.
Yo,
warning
that
shot.
first verse is crazy. Like his first part of the verse is crazy.
What is it he says in the first part of the verse again?
Talking,
616 in
So,
LA.
I don't even
like
know.
he said a line I never even
When he
heard.
was like Austin,
Like the most
Off-white Sunseeker at the marina.
like
Fuck a phantom. I like to buy yachts when I get the fever.
like he's like Austin. I know these powers are gonna cost, but I live in the circadian rhythm
Rhythms
of
of a shooting
I was like,
star.
oh
That
my
shit was
bars,
crazy.
bars, bro.
listen,
He
and
said
right now,
mannerisms of Raphael.
And then that was the thing I remember, the big thing that from 616 that came out that had me like, oh fuck, was the part where he goes, have you ever thought that OVO was working for me?
I was like, yo, crazy.
That was
like
that
the
was
nigga
the
doesn't
fun.
even have to step out of his house to get info. Like he's not a part of any of your circles. He's not part of social media. Like niggas come to him. They
Yeah.
don't go to him. Like he doesn't go to them. They go to him.
Have you guys seen the RDC World skits on the fucking?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. I
He was
remember
in back. Was
you
like,
told me to show.
Kendrick,
oh, he
you got him
dropped
real.
it?
He's like,
Yeah.
I already know. I was like,
no, the part where he
yo.
goes, Kenny, you got him real pressed in here. You could drop the next one.
Bro, y'all need to watch Joe Budden's reaction to you know how Drake when he's like,
Oh
when
my
he's like,
God,
when Drake
Joe
was like,
Budden, bro.
you don't want to wake the demon up.
Listen,
Did you see? You saw Joe Budden's like reaction to it?
I think
Bro,
I did.
Yo. That shit was so hilarious.
I'll get to Joe Budden later. There was something that today just happened.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
Nick,
I know exactly what you're talking
we'll
about.
get to that part later. But yeah, then from 616,
Family Matters
we get
dropped.
Family Matters, which
I
was the
thought.
whole beat.
I mean, that was the red button.
That was his
Drake's
red
That was
button.
Drake's red button. I fucked with it really heavy when it came out. Initially, I was like, "Damn, Kenny's got some fucking allegations to beat on this
And
one.
then
He's got
fucking-
3 beat switches on this bitch.
Not even.
Drake's in his bag. He's fucking crushing the Good Kid, Mad City van and the fucking trash compactor.
Yeah.
He went out of his way to make visuals for this shit. I was like, "There's no way.
No way.
Kenny's gonna have to drop in at least a week."
20 minutes later,
Yeah.
fucking meet the Grahams. Dun, dun, dun.
First thing I want to say before we even talk about what Kenny says on it, Alchemist does his fucking thing
That beat
on
is
that beat.
disgusting.
See,
Bro,
this-
I could be like, I was
Alchemist
eating
is literally-
spaghetti
oh my
just the other day, and it'll sound fucking sick over that beat. Alchemist. First of all, thank God Alchemist fucking
exists.
made that beat.
Alchemist is a
Thank God he
What
just
was that
exists.
tweet? Do you guys see the
staple.
tweet that Alchemist put out that was like mad fucking funny?
Oh yeah, you know, we're like, did you know that?
He was like, "Did you know that
beat?
Kenny was gonna use that beat for Meet the Grams?" And he goes, "No, but I was also just as surprised that Captain Crunch's real name is Captain Horatio Crunch."
But I like how he plays it though. Like he doesn't show that he's picking sides. He kind of just is like he's in his own world. And he controls his own narrative. Like No one can really pick it and be like, oh yeah, Alchemist is this, Alchemist is that. Like you don't see anything bad on Alchemist's name.
Nothing.
Because he just keeps it straight. That's it.
Exactly. Him, Earl Sweatshirt, like you don't see anything. We really just keep it, stay out the light.
Well, Earl's shit was like from earlier in his fucking career.
Oh yeah, maybe
that's
maybe
that.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you don't gotta fucking look too hard for that
That's
shit.
true. That's true. Yeah, he was just some really crazy shit.
Yeah, so Meet the Grams drops.
Y'all know the story about the cover for Meet the Grams? Like how he got access to the.
I think someone sent it to him. Oh wait, didn't some like leaker?
So what happened, right? As far as I understand,
Some stalker.
there was some security guard
Yeah.
that used to work at a hotel that Drake was at.
Oh.
And they threw away Drake's stuff. Like, I don't know, something happened with the room or whatever.
Yeah.
So they threw away a bunch of Drake's stuff.
Yeah.
And whoever threw it away wasn't careful. So the security guard went and grabbed all the stuff of Drake that they found in the trash and took a picture of it and gave it to Kendrick's people somehow. So everything in that picture is actually Drake's
It's like
stuff.
his
I thought it was someone from his camp.
his
that did that.
Ozempic.
His Ozempic, the shirt.
But what about that dude that was in the video? There was some dude in the video talking about.
There's
on
this
Twitter.
really weird video. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
it's
Yes,
really
that's the
weird.
dude. Yeah.
Oh, that's the security guard.
Yeah.
Oh,
What the fuck?
yo, that's crazy, bro.
And right now he's like going around the country bringing the shirt and have people take pictures with it.
Okay, that's a little
That's
much.
Yeah, it's
all right,
kinda
that's
funny.
a lot.
He's doing,
That's
he's doing
funny.
too much
That's
with it
weird.
now.
That's
but-
that's a
Nigga,
lot.
go live your life. What are you doing right now? That's
and it's funny because Drake lied about it because
Nah,
he
man,
said
that's
that
so
he
crazy.
said that he gave Kendrick the information or whatever.
yeah,
that he
yeah. I was like,
leaked
really,
it.
bro? Like,
But that really
bro.
no, that somebody in his camp was not careful and
And that was the thing too. It was like, yo, he was trying to say that in like Family Matters. It's like, oh,
yeah, he contradicted himself.
Thing is, why not just say that you were feeding him information?
Because he was like,
earlier?
who is it? Because he was like, who is it?
Also,
Who
why
is
not
it?
save the receipts? Why save it for a diss track after?
Yeah.
Exactly.
and you have none of the receipts, so that means you're fucking lying, bitch. Like what?
Just if you really planted information, the one thing that any reasonable person would do
It's tell
tell
people
them,
where
yeah.
you
Right
got
when a
it
diss
from.
track,
As
after
soon
diss
as
track
they fall
drops,
for it,
boom,
yeah,
post it on
boom.
your social media. You're never gonna pick it up. You know, Act gonna suck your dick and post it. So
For real. And this nigga didn't do that.
yeah, so it was like, no, don't do that.
But yeah, Meet the Grams comes out.
Dark track, dark freaking
Three, I think it was three major things came out from that diss track. It's that Drake is a pedophile and sex offender. That all of OVO is pedophiles and sex offenders, and that Drake is once again hiding a missing child.
I don't know about.
Possibly
I
hiding
don't. I don't know.
another
Yeah, I don't know
message
about that one.
But
I
he
don't know
heard
about that one.
he heard all those things Kendrick said about him and his family and how he is,
Nigga,
and he's like, "Hey, yo, I ain't got no daughter. I don't know what you talking about,
Yeah,
bro." It's
he
like,
just-
he just called
like,
you a
"You're
pedophile,
he's like,
bro."
You're a pedophile sex offender who's on the same level as Harvey Weinstein.
He said you
and you
should
should
die.
fucking die.
I'm like,
He's like-
yo,
He's like, whoa,
Bitch,
daughter.
I do not
daughter,
have a
yeah.
daughter. What are you talking about?
He's like, daughter.
Sir.
Whoa.
And what's crazy is like after that track came out, he literally fucking went on IG on his fucking story. He was like,
He was like,
oh,
anyone
someone
can
find my
find
missing
my
daughter.
daughter.
And
I'm like, bro,
bitch,
what?
You have literally you have
Bro just said you a
literally
pedophile,
allegations
bro.
against you. What you mean? Why you talk about just a daughter, bro? What you
You
mean?
might have just said.
like,
You might have just said
oh my
nothing.
god, this nigga's talk. This like you have Kendrick talking to your father. You got Kendrick talking to your mother. You got Kendrick
son.
to your son, and then the possible daughter that you
Okay,
have.
so this is what I want to get y'all opinions on. So Kendrick was like saying about Drake being a pedophile, a sex offender, and then people saying on Twitter saying that Kendrick's a hypocrite because he's working with Kodak, and Kodak is he's a sex offender as well.
And here's why I'll defend Kendrick here, because Kodak wasn't found guilty of that until like after he recorded with them.
After the Miss Morale release.
Yeah, that happened after.
Man,
So-
man, fuck that logic. Too. I would just be like, that's the hip hop game, man. That's the sad truth about the hip hop game.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
That's the sad truth
I
about
mean,
the
shit
business. That's the
happens.
sad truth about the industry.
If you really start like criticizing rappers for associating with rappers that did horrible shit, the whole hip hop industry is gonna be fucked because
no,
they
there would be a
all
lot
did
of
horrible shit.
nigga. There would be a lot of P Diddy songs and or fucking productions.
That shit happened too.
It did happen. Oh
Diddy
yeah,
stuff
that
happened too.
Yo,
That's
my
another- that's
god,
another- that's
yo,
another-
nah,
that's another
nah,
thing
nah,
we-
nah, nah,
We'll
nah,
save
nah.
that for the pedophile special episode another time.
Yeah.
All right, that's but that's
Surviving
another thing.
Diddy and
Oh
Drizzy.
my god, bro.
P Drizzy, bro.
P Diddler.
Pete Diddler is crazy.
But yeah, I personally had. I think I also had my own sort of hesitations with the whole, is Drake hiding a daughter thing? But
Yeah,
I
I know.
also didn't give a fuck about the daughter because he
Yeah.
called him a pedophile
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
on
Like
air.
that was the minimum like 20 cent.
Yeah, but the motherfuckers were acting like he didn't fucking that Not Like Us was the first time he called him. No, bitch, go listen to Meet the Grahams. He literally said it in Meet the Grahams as well. Like the fuck.
Your son's a sick man with sick thoughts. I think niggas like him should die.
Like, come on
damn,
now.
bro. I'm like, damn.
It doesn't make fucking sense.
Ain't no
Also,
way, bro.
opening that track up with a fucking letter to Adonis is so sick.
I had to
Dear
pause the song
Adonis.
the moment I heard that.
I was
first
just
word.
like, nigga, what?
He goes, "Dear Adonis." The fact that's the first two words you hear in that diss track. Oh my
you
god!
knew it was.
And then the cover was the full fucking
picture. Yeah,
the full picture. Because remember the
616.
616.
Yeah,
It's just a cutout of that image.
It's just like, I'm sorry that man is your father.
Let me be honest.
Bro, if I was Drake's dad, I would have called him like, yo, bro, you need to get this nigga right now. I don't care what happens. Get
Thing
him
is,
the
like,
shit.
that's
He
what
dissed
everyone's
him too.
Fix that
And
shit.
it's crazy because it's like, then after that, with fucking
It was so
Meet the
funny.
Grahams. What?
It was so funny how like he was like he has gambling problems, and then Drake like not even like 2 days later posted this like $500,000 parlay on
Yeah.
like the.
Oh, he did?
Of course he had
Yeah,
gambling problems.
he is a gambling.
Like the nigga for years, you could even see like different streams and shit. Like he's been on different people's streams and shit, gambling.
I can't lie though, if I had as much money as he did, I'd
Probably, yeah.
I'd probably do the same
true.
thing.
But he's also a sex addict. That has proof too. Because
Wait, no. The nigga album is Certified Lover Boy with pregnant
And-
women as emojis.
And the thing I didn't even think about, allegedly the reason why him and Future are beefing is because he fucked one of the girls Future was with.
Yeah, that
And then-
was same with Metro.
And then what I didn't know is that when Lil Wayne was in jail, locked up or whatever, he fucked his
Yeah,
girl
he
too.
did. Yeah.
And he gave him his
Fucked a
career.
Wayne girl when he was in jail.
And that's why he tatted his face on his
Yeah.
on him. I was like, damn, that's fucking crazy.
Yo.
That's
Drake, man.
absolutely crazy.
Fucked on Wayne girl. Now he was in jail.
That's conniving.
Like,
Intended
oh
on
my
his-
fucking
like a
god.
bitch apologizing.
And then like fucking after Meet the Grahams, then we
The
fucking
Hard Part 6.
Hours
No.
later was not
hours
like us.
later,
Oh.
with full gas, fucking foot on his neck,
Oh.
not like us.
Not like us came out.
Oh my
He's like, oh, y'all
God.
focusing on the daughter shit? All right, he a pedophile. Y'all gonna hear it.
It's like, oh, you want y'all gonna fucking complain that I don't got a bop, and y'all are complaining.
That was the biggest complaint about Meet the Grams is people were like,
oh, he doesn't have
You can't
any
re-listen
fucking
to
you
this.
dogs.
can't. I'm not bumping this shit in the fucking car.
And then next
bro.
thing you know, what he did, not like us.
You played
drops.
probably the most replayable diss track in diss track history.
No, literally. no.
absolutely
Yeah.
like that is
Well,
hit 'em up
so
level
replayable
of
that he
fucking replayable.
they replayed it.
Yeah, no, for real. That's what he said. Like Kendrick played the game like strategic. Like,
Oh, and then right after, like, not like us. Oh my fucking god!
I see dead people.
The amount of shit in there alone, besides the obvious stuff,
yeah,
ridiculous.
insane
Oh
track.
my fucking god! It's like, how the fuck you just gonna like, and like when I saw on the reactions off of like Twitter, like because that was the first place I went to just to see like all these random ass comments and shit, and like the first thing that you would see pop up was like, no, Kendrick, he's dead, like, bro, and like.
Dude, I'm not gonna
Academics.
tell you who because it's someone that we know. But I got into a conversation with somebody that we know, and they were like, "Bro, Drake lives in this guy's head rent free." And I was like,
I know who the fuck you're talking about.
Do you? I don't think you do, but we won't put his name out into public just in case.
Drake lives in whose head rent free?
He was like, "Bro, Drake lives in Kendrick's head rent free after Not Like Us came out."
I remember you telling me this.
I think I did tell you about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was fucking stupid.
Yeah.
We got
that's
into a
correct.
legit argument and like we stopped talking for like a week because I thought
Yeah.
it was that dumb.
I like the double standard of that shit because everybody's saying that about Kendrick. Nobody said this shit when Drake was dissing Meek Mill constantly. Nobody
That's
said
what I'm
that-
saying.
Meek Mill, like he literally killed Meek Mill, bro. And he kept like niggas was not listening to Meek Mill for a minute.
Yeah,
The song
was-
is called Back to Back.
yeah, and it was played back to back, and he was on Meek Mill's ass. Like that shit was bullying, and nobody said,
Nobody said
"Oh,
nothing.
Meek Mill is rent free," and Drake said nobody said that shit.
Yeah,
For real.
Nobody said
Except
that.
for like maybe like Meek Mill.
Not a single person said that shit for the most part.
But that's the
And
thing, though. It was like, were people wrong regardless? It, like, even if that were to be said, because it's like, who the fuck really gave a fuck at that time about Meek?
no, because I think the difference between Meek and Drake is we're still like active rappers. Kendrick is not active. Kendrick is not an active rapper, and he wasn't active. Drake
Like, there's, like,
continuously
during
trolled
that-
him and
Yeah.
posted was like Kendrick, and everyone tweeted like Kendrick, and now he's outside doing this shit. It was like,
No, you're like,
go back
oh,
inside,
he's
go back
obsessed,
inside.
go back
Like
inside.
nah, like he like nah.
It was some weird.
Well,
whack
like,
shit.
mind
But
you, during that whole fucking span of years, this nigga's dealing with his own shit.
Exactly.
That Drake tried to fucking say here and
exactly.
like fucking
So
get
now
on
he's
his
like,
ass
okay, now I'm on your ass.
about.
I do the same thing. You're talking about my wife and my kid,
Like, bro, it's
and then
crazy.
try to tear apart my album and shit. Like, nah, I'm finna get on your ass now.
The biggest takeaway too was, well, not the biggest takeaway, but like, openly saying that YG is a better West Coast rapper than him, and then
Yo, my
proceeding
nigga
to,
YG,
and then
that shit
proceeding
backfired
to
so
rap
fire.
over a fucking mustard beat. One of the hardest replies ever. It's so understated because it's like, it's not like a loud thing, but like just having mustard on the beat is like crazy layers to it. It's the most fun of all the diss tracks. It's
Absolutely.
most replayable, as we saw, as
Yeah,
we'll get
yeah.
into in just a second.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much the time. I'm not even gonna bother mentioning the Heart Part 6.
We have to. at
The
this
No,
biggest
we
disgrace,
don't. That
the
was
biggest disgrace that it did was ruin the Heart Part 6, because then when you Google the Heart Part 6,
It's
it
not
won't
a
be
Kendrick-
whatever Kendrick releases as the Heart
Yeah.
Part 6. It's gonna be that stupid fucking song.
It is. It's so.
no, we don't even have to speak on it because I don't even remember what he said. I don't even care.
Drake talking about if
I ain't no pedophile. I'm too rich for that, bro.
It's like,
if I'm a
oh,
liar, then why my pants not on fire?
Yeah, I
oh.
expected the Epstein angle. Why would you expect an
Talking
angle
about
like
he
that?
connected-
Like, come on, bro.
I was waiting for you to call me a pedophile.
It's like,
come on, bro.
oh, now you want to talk about me being a pedophile? Oh, I see. Now I connect the dots that you got raped as a no.
Yeah,
He heard the
He
song.
completely
You
misinterpreted
the
Mother I
fucking
Sober.
song. Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
He
You
literally
listen to Mother
says-
I Sober, he's like, they thought that my uncle touched me, but he
Yeah.
didn't, and no one would believe me.
Because it happened
he
to his
literally-
mom. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
literally said the opposite of that because it happened to his mom, not because that happened to him. Like, you fucking
It's
was so
it's
bad.
kind of poetic for Drake to, on his last diss track to Kendrick, to fuck up media literacy right when he needs to have it. It's very poetic.
And even if he was correct about his assessment of the song, you're gonna make fun of a nigga for being molested in a beat like
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
And he
Like,
sounded so tired on that beat,
No,
bro.
Drake a bitch because well, he is a bitch, but he a bitch because when Pusha did that, when Pusha came at his body 40, when he came at 40 for having Parkinson's, he won an interview. I think it was Rap Radar. I don't know, Drake won an interview. He was like, "Oh yeah, you don't do that. There's lines, you don't cross."
No, there isn't.
hey, man,
He said that in the interview. He was like, "There's lines you don't cross. You don't do that in rap."
if it's
And then he just that's what he said. He said, "Beef, you don't do that." And then he goes at Kendrick for being molested. I'm like, you just contradicted yourself again.
like don't
He's the
say
king of
that
doing
shit
that.
if you're gonna do that anyway.
Yeah.
It's like in beef, like normally there wouldn't necessarily
There's
be
no
a line.
lines.
Yeah,
There's no lines in beef.
Yeah, but then the fact that you say that in
Yeah.
a different interview like years beforehand,
Exactly.
like you come out and be like, oh yeah, now I see the bigger picture. You got fucking touched as a kid. Where'd they touch you, boy? I'm
It's-
sorry,
if they're accusing you of being a pedophile, bro, it's like not telling you something you want to make.
He's like, yo, they're calling me a pedophile. What if I made fun of him for being raped?
like
bro, it just doesn't nah. Shit was so bad.
But yeah, that song sucks.
Yeah,
I got a quick another thing that kind of annoyed me, but I'm glad Kendrick addressed it, and Not Like Us.
What?
When Drake said, I think it was in Family Matters, he's like, Kenny's rapping, he's gonna free the slaves. Why would you say that? Like,
Yeah.
he's already saying that you're a culture vulture. You're not necessarily associated with the culture, and you're gonna make a thing saying that he's like trying to free the slaves.
Yeah.
Trying to
It's-
get the slaves free.
I understand. Like, while it is bad to say that, like I understand because he's
He's trying to call him preachy, but in doing it the worst way possible.
The absolute worst way possible.
especially because of like hardcore, like because of hardcore Kendrick fans. Because hardcore Kendrick fans will like sit there and like think, like hype him up and be like being like their savior and whatnot. But like literally, he's addressed that he is obviously
Not
not
their
their savior.
He says it on Savior.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's literally not your savior.
But I mean, like at the same time, it's like if it's not Kendrick, then who else? Like who else? Because all right would be being played during the protests.
it's like
If it's not Kendrick, then who is it?
how many rappers have literally sat here and like
He won a
went
Pulitzer,
in,
bro.
yeah, went in and like talked about like the system as a whole,
Yeah.
and in a singular
not-
album.
Well, the thing is, like,
to
you can
make
talk
fun
about
of
the
him
system,
for
but to do it in a way that is as good as To Pimp a Butterfly is, that hasn't been done.
Yeah,
people
like-
can talk about the system, but you can't talk about the system like Kendrick talks about the system.
And to make fun of Kendrick for that is crazy to me. I'm sorry.
And then he said,
That's like his magnum opus, bro.
right.
and then he said Kendrick shit's only her baby Keem put his pen
That
through it.
shit.
I'm
Abby-
like, you know that's cat, bro. You know that's
It had me
like
crying.
what?
All the memes I saw of it was like 12-year-old baby Keem writing. I knew you was conflicted.
Exactly.
And it's crazy.
On his
Like, come
Minecraft
on,
channel,
bro.
like, I remember you was conflicted.
And that's crazy how he's seeing it when he has ghostwriters himself. So you have no
that literally wrote the same diss he's saying
Yes.
that shit on. I don't understand.
Like, I don't think there's a singular diss that that Kendrick like used a writer for. Like, and even then, when you look at like the production, like the producer tags and like all that other shit on like Spotify or streaming services, it literally says, you know, that the lyrics are only by Kendrick.
Yeah.
But the producers, there's multiple producers.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But then when you look at Drake shit, you have multiple niggas.
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing. Like, what? What?
How you got multiple writers and lose?
Yo.
It literally was.
already know it's a
It was a literal 20v1. Like, what the fuck you mean?
Crazy.
Like,
Yeah, 20v1 is a woman told me.
like, you got mad that Quentin tried to call your bullshit, and then you fucked up his career, and then next thing you know, you try to fucking sit here and do the bullshit that Kendrick knew for a fact, word for word, what you were gonna do. He called you out, all your bullshit, and he said exactly like fucking Jordan did, a play-by-play of what you were gonna do, and you still fucking fell for it.
Yep.
Fucking
Yo, Future Pat, put up a bad photo of Drake right here.
fucking.
He looks terrible in that photo, bro.
I'll put the one that have Epstein on half his face.
The one where he has them fucking whack ass dreads or the whack ass braids, bro. That shit is so bad.
What is it? The braids.
And then we get to more recent.
But yeah, so it goes quiet for a bit after the Heart Part 6 comes out. Drake removes all the promo for it off his Instagram. He's calling for a reset. And then about a month ago, we get an announcement from TDE and PG Lang, and they're like, "Yo,
He's not done.
Amazon Prime, Kendrick Lamar on Juneteenth,
To pop out.
Kenny and Friends." That's his House of Blues moment.
Oh yes.
It's his House of
No, it
Blues.
is. It definitely is. It definitely is.
Absolutely.
The look, I was raised on the West Coast. I grew up. My brother grew up gangbanging. I have no shame in saying that out loud. So I grew up around that culture. I never wanted to go back. I watched that concert. I was looking for tickets back to LA and figuring out what my way back was. I could not have felt more Californian like I did watching that fucking concert back. Watching Dre come out. Well, let me start from the beginning first. Let's not get into the fucking good shit before we do that. DJ Headset was cool. He came out with Remble, which is really funny. I fucking love Remble.
That was hard.
I didn't even the only time my fault.
No, you're good. You're good.
That you that I saw was like during the last few minutes. So I wanted to rewatch everything, but I can't find it now.
It's online. I'll send you a link.
It's on YouTube. You can find it anywhere. Just search up Pop Out Concert. You're gonna see the whole.
I want
scene.
because I have vid, and I was like, I'm trying to find it. I probably I'm like, where the fuck?
Yeah,
is
yeah.
it?
You gotta go on YouTube.
But yeah, it's So DJ Head was the first set out. He had like Remble came out was the first song, and I saw Remble come out. I was like, okay, that's like the level of artists we're working with here. It'll probably be like a pretty small show. Otherwise, maybe the biggest artist after Kendrick will be like Keem or something. First, we'll talk about Keem later. I'm kind of surprised that Keem didn't come out at the concert at all.
He was there though.
But he was there.
But that's like
He was there.
That's like the one person I was expecting to perform.
That was the one person. Yeah, that was the biggest surprise of the
SZA
concert.
was there apparently.
Yeah, she was like undercover and shit like that.
Undercover.
No, she little dead ass showed up with a fucking disguise.
Yeah, she
bro.
did.
I gotta
So
see
funny.
this. Like the fuck.
But DJ Headset was kind of it was just a bunch of really prominent LA West Coast people. Tommy the Clown was there. Fucking shout out to Tommy the Clown. My brother used to bump Tommy the Clown all the fucking time. But then Mustard Set started, and I was like, okay. The biggest expectation I had for Mustard Set that I knew for sure was going to happen was I know for a fact Roddy Ricch is coming out tonight. There's no way in hell you have a DJ Mustard Set and Roddy Ricch does not come out. Yeah. But then Steve Lacy came out. And I was like, oh, fuck, Steve Lacy's? What the fuck is Steve Lacy doing gang banging with all of these fucking guys? Oh, same with YG. YG was the only person that I was like,
Yeah, expecting.
YG's going to definitely be here for a Mustard Set. But the biggest surprise by far, and I think I have never seen a crowd in LA jump quite like Tyler the Creator did.
Yeah, that shit had me. I was jumping when I was watching that shit. I didn't expect it.
When Tyler came out, when you have Tyler the Creator and Steve Lacy as like your openers,
Yeah, that's insane.
that says something about you.
Yeah.
And like he came out to What's Your Name, which is my favorite fucking song off of Call Me If You Get Lost. Yeah. I thought Youngboy was gonna be there. I can't lie. I thought Youngboy was gonna be there. I was like, if Youngboy comes out going, "What is your name? What do you bring?" I would have fucking lost it right there. But Tyler's raised in Southside LA, so it makes sense. He is openly dissed the town that I'm from. So shout out to Tyler the Creator for dissing Moreno Valley. He said that everybody who lives there is a sweaty, like disgusting, like gremlin.
Shit, at that point, I wouldn't have been surprised if, like, just for shits and gigs that Vince.
The
Thing is, that was another big. Yeah,
He was on tour though.
Vince was on tour. He tweeted out, he was like, "Bro, if I knew Tommy the Clown was going to be there, I would have canceled my tour."
I would have loved to see Vince there though. Oh my god,
That would have been cool.
So funny.
Funniest motherfucker ever, though.
But yeah,
God.
Steve Lacy, Tyler the Creator. Wow, what a set! They did the Steve Lacy Bad Habit perforance on the fucking pop out stage, and all I could think was Haley's gonna fucking kill himself. He's like, "I wish I knew you wanted me."
We recorded an episode like that. I got to pull that clip up now because
Yeah, because
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, there's the fucking the clip that one of the first clips that Haley makes is of that song, and I remember I was in a call with like Aiden and Savannah, and a couple others, and I was like, Haley's gonna be so fucking mad when he sees Steve Lacy on stage.
It's not that I hate,
this,
bro.
What is this R&B, soul singing, high pitched, fucking MJ loving, like what this pussy ass motherfucker doing, throwing up fucking sets.
Wait, he was throwing.
No, he wasn't throwing up sets. But he was like, he's on the stage with all these fucking gang banging fucking bloods out here, dude.
It wasn't just blood. It's everybody.
Bloods, Crips, like it was everybody.
Yeah, it was everybody.
Yeah.
There. Everybody was there.
That was the thing. That's what fucking solidified everything. It's just the fact
That's
that like,
West Coast.
That's the West Coast.
That's West Coast.
That's not
beauty
even.
right
That's
there.
just that's Bloods. That's Crips, Pyros, whatever the fuck else that may be there, is there. That's
Kendrick literally made Pyros and Crips all get along.
If he didn't gun him down at the end of the song.
dancing on Drake's grave. That was crazy.
But yeah, I had a lot of fun with Mustard's set. Tyler's energy that entire set was fucking amazing. It was killer. But I think the best part of that set wasn't even Tyler. It wasn't YG. I thought Roddy, Rich. I thought when he performed the box live, that shit was too fucking lit. Makes me excited for his next album that's coming out soon. I really hope that he can get himself back on pace because
he deserves it.
After Antisocial, his career has kind of been on this downward spiral, and I'm kind of hoping that he kind of gets it back on track because I think his voice is really unique.
Yeah.
I love the way he flows. He just hasn't really been in the right mindset. But that's my takes on the Mustard set. I really liked it. I want what do you guys thought about the Mustard set?
like I said, I don't know like what exactly.
You gotta watch that fucking Mustard.
I want to watch it.
Mustard set is insane.
I like
watching Tyler come out live. I jumped out of my chair. I was like, no fucking way, Tyler the Creator is here, dude.
Like I kept seeing clips of like of Tyler. I just kept seeing clips of Tyler and Kendrick. I didn't know nothing about nobody else.
Steve Lacy, Roddy Ricch, YG. Who else came out from Mustard set? I think those are like the big names pretty much.
I'm sure there's a couple others.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a few others that
I
I'm
can't
missing.
remember.
But those are
Boogie. I think Boogie.
West Side Boogie?
Yeah.
West Side Boogie?
West Side Boogie was there.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Who else was there?
Damn.
DJ
Oh,
Mustard.
Jeezy.
Yeah, Jeezy was there too.
That was hard.
Jeezy?
Oh no, Oh, Jeezy.
Oh, Jeezy. Sorry.
It's just
Yeah,
like
from Shoreline.
Jeezy.
From Shoreline.
It's like, nigga, what?
From Shoreline Mafia.
It's like that nigga's not fucking West.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I would like to see Game there.
And it's funny. I
I would have liked to see Game there.
No,
They were
I
playing.
have a funny
They were
theory
playing
why-
Nip as well.
Yeah.
On like some of the
See,
low parts.
I think it's a funny reason why the game wasn't there. Because he's riding with Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
probably.
played Drake's song during like the height of the beef, and it was like, dude, what the fuck?
Oh, he had Dom Kennedy come out too. If you guys know who.
Yeah.
Dom
Oh,
Kennedy
yeah.
And I think, who was the other dude? I think Jason Martin. Was he Mustard set?
Let me see. Dom Kennedy was. Oh, fucking Ty Dolla $ign was.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
Ty Dolla $ign, yeah, he was there too.
Ty Dolla $ign was on that set.
boy.
It was a crazy
was-
set,
Yeah.
and that was the opener.
Yeah, that wasn't even
the main part of the show.
That's crazy.
But it was really good.
Yeah.
They paid their respects to Nip. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle again. May he rest in power. West Coast icon. And then Kendrick's set started. And Kendrick's
the collective fucking.
Yo, I swear, bro, because it still give me chills, bro. He came
out to fucking Euphoria. with the fucking
With the
red lights.
Yeah, I saw
Euphoria.
that. Yeah, I saw that opening part with clips.
And he's wearing Pac's fit. Dude, he's wearing the red hoodie.
yeah.
He's wearing the jeans. I
all
thought
the way
he was
down
fucking,
to the cross. Like,
I bet he was fucking dying
And
wearing
then-
that thing too. But he had to wear it for the culture.
Oh my god.
and he never drink. I never saw him. I watched it live. He never stopped. He didn't stop to take a break.
Nope.
Taking no water. And he kept on going the whole. Yo, I know he came over like.
He was like, he finished that set. He finished that set. He got off stage. He went.
I know he was dying. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way.
He had a
He was in
very
the
no
photo
way.
of him on the couch.
I swear, bro. Because how you go? I don't know how many hours the set was. I think it was like what 1
It was
hour.
an hour and a half.
Hour and a half. You don't stop to take no break, no water.
In a hoodie and jeans.
Hoodie and
on
jeans.
the hottest shit.
In a hat.
I
bro.
have the set list pulled up here, so we'll
then
go about
on-
it one by one.
Oh yeah, okay. I was gonna go into the one Dre came on stage, but go ahead.
Okay, so after Euphoria performance was fucking sick.
He had a
I didn't
smooth
think he was gonna do the
recovery.
whole song. He did the whole song.
No, he forgot pieces of it. That's the
He
thing.
did though. He did.
He also changed some of the lyrics. and
Yeah,
some
he
of them.
did. Give me Pac's
He was like,
ring
"Give me
back,
Pac's
some
ring
respect."
back.
That
Yeah.
shit was.
Followed it up with 2 songs off of Damn.
Yep.
He did DNA and Element.
Of course,
Element's my favorite song off of Damn. So like,
DNA and
that's a
Element
damn
are both my favorite.
I fucking love Element. And then he did All Right, which was fucking. It's always a pleasure to see he'll perform All Right live at every show he does. I never get sick of watching Kendrick perform All Right because that is like that's not even an anthem. Like it's just an anthem. Period.
Yeah.
You don't need to be a certain person anymore to love.
Oh,
to
everybody
love
loves
All
that.
Right. Everybody loves All Right. And it's always a pleasure to see perform live. I think that it's probably Kendrick's best song. But that's a take that that can kind of go up in the air.
You can make
Obviously,
a very solid argument for that. I can't fault that.
that is true.
All Right being his best song.
You can make a good argument for that. Yeah,
I think so.
I think Cartoon and Cereal is his best song.
you can make a good argument for that one too. Yeah,
For what song?
Cartoon and Cereal.
Cartoonist.
I would say
It
it's
just
easily
didn't get an official release because
it's easily his most underrated song. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Easily. Easily.
Didn't he say he hated that song?
No, because he couldn't. He was supposed to be on Good Kid, Mad City, but it got leaked,
He didn't
and
want
then
to
he
release
couldn't
it
get
'cause it got
sample
released.
clearances, so that he couldn't. He had to leave it alone.
Oh shit.
That's why he never performs it anymore.
Then
It low-key been the best
Yeah.
song on that album.
Okay, so then I never heard it. That's why I was like.
Then
oh,
he did Swimming Pools afterwards.
Okay.
Sick to watch live again.
Yeah.
And then the first of many surprise guests on the set. So when J-Rock came out
I lost my shit.
Yeah.
to Money Trees,
Dope.
I didn't think I thought he was gonna perform Money Trees. I didn't think that J-Rock was gonna come out to perform Money Trees.
Yeah.
And he fucking J-Rock sounded like he didn't have any rust on him at all.
None.
It was just he got back into that verse. He fucking spit it like he would have 15 years ago, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
After he came out, I was begging. I'm like, okay, please get the rest of the Black EP crew here. Get Absol, get Swoop, please.
They did. Then they did Win. They did King's Dead. King's Dead was when I thought I was like, ain't no fuck. Is Future here, bro?
Yeah, so-
Because I was like, if they're doing King's Dead, then he could just go straight into Like That right after this. And I was like, it's gotta be. But then Future didn't come out, which is no big deal. Because then he did 616 in LA. I remember you get the video of him and Ab like staring at each other while he's rapping the lyrics, the first half of 616 to him. And then fucking Q comes out and they do Collard fucking Greens live in 2024, which is so sick. I couldn't believe that I was watching Collard Greens live on a fucking live stream
hard.
in 2024.
So
One of my favorite Kendrick features. It's
yeah.
fucking fantastic. Then they do the fucking Black Hippie remix of that part, which is so sick. It was a real pleasure to watch the Black Hippie reunion.
yeah.
It's a lot of fun to see. They looked like they all were really enjoying themselves up there. What else is on this set list? So we're getting to the back end of it now. Eventually, all of Black Hippie gets off stage, and Kenny fucking performs King Kunta, which I'm so happy he did. because that's my favorite song off of To Pimp a Butterfly. It's the grooviest song. I think it's it's just so good. Mad City, he performs obviously right after that. You have to perform Humble if you're at a Kendrick show.
Yeah.
And then he does Like That, which I thought was really, really good.
I saw a clip of that. Yeah.
He obviously cuts out all the parts of Future in it, but the parts that he did perform were sick. And then the biggest surprise of the night, probably without a doubt, was from the fucking stages like fucking Rey Mysterio.
Fucking
Dr. Dre rises from the fucking ground, and the beat to Still Dre starts playing, and it's the intro to Still Dre playing, no matter what the concert is, just using it as an intro song goes hard all the fucking time.
Every single
That
time.
piano key.
Every single time.
Then they did California Love, which is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pac, word to Pac. You can tell, obviously, that Kendrick fucking loves that man with all his heart, as he should. For a lot of, not just West Coast people, just people in general, fans of hip hop, it's incredibly understated somehow, some way, how important Pac was to the game.
Definitely.
I think especially in recent time, I think people really, really kind of underestimate just how important Tupac was.
To the East Coast and to the West Coast, because he had hands in
He had hands in both.
everybody getting in.
Yeah.
He had hands in both. And then probably the most clipped, the most recorded moment of the night is Kendrick says to Dr. Dre, he says, "Hey, you don't want to say nothing before you walk off this stage?" He goes, "Okay, I'll say a little something. I need a moment of silence." He walks over to the side of the stage, he faces the crowd, and he goes, "Psst, I see dead people." Crowd fucking loses it. The beat starts playing. And then he finishes the first verse, and in the back of my mind, I was like, okay, if he's only doing the first verse, he's doing this like twice. It's like, cool, I'm happy he's doing it twice. And then I'm like, oh,
He's still going.
he only did the first verse again. Okay, he'll probably just do it 3 times then. Oh, he still only did the first. He only did the first verse again. That's crazy. I'm like, oh, there's people on stage with him now. And then the beat kicks in again. I'm like, oh, there's 4 times he's doing it. Oh, there's more people coming on stage.
They all got lit to it. Yo, Kendrick is the greatest, bro.
The crowd saying A minor for the first time was fucking.
I was really hoping to fucking God that he would have done the whole fucking chant and just in pure silence. Like,
The OVO chant.
yes, it would have been like the fucking, like, the cherry on top of that shit.
I don't know if you guys saw the side by side thing, but when he was like,
Yeah.
it showed Drake in the Hotline Bling video.
I was gonna say that, yo, bro. When he, oh my god.
Also, the camera work on the fucking.
Oh my
the
god.
editing? Yo, the editors for that shit. Yo, there's so many people that have already said it. Give those motherfuckers a raise. The editors, yo.
Bro,
Oh
I
my god, they
swear,
killed
bro.
that shit.
Crazy.
It's like what. And I'm like, what the fuck? We're literally watching this man fucking commit murder at this point. Like, what the fuck is this?
It was insane. It was insane.
They
But-
were singing the song when they were leaving.
Like,
Yo, yeah.
oh
We
my
saw Meg was
fucking God.
playing it at her concert.
Yeah, because Drake was talking about her on her album. Like,
Oh my.
And there was and the news had finally come out a couple days ago that a music video is on
oh
the
yeah,
way.
yeah.
Yeah, and he was.
I think Steve Lacy is in that one too, which is really funny.
Thundercat is there.
Thundercat is in it, really funny.
YG.
Fucking
Oh,
Thundercat.
West Coast.
Bro, it was
I was
crazy.
just, why Steve Lacy is there again, bro? How does Steve Lacy keep getting invited to these things?
What's crazy is like, bro, when everybody was getting on stage and shit, like you saw a lot of other motherfuckers. You saw
And Black Hippie's in the video too.
you saw
Yeah.
you saw a good amount of people that like that like in the crowd too that weren't even on stage. You fucking saw Weeknd. You saw fucking NBA players. You saw fucking DeMar. DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan.
You saw fucking Russell
Oh,
Westbrook. Russell Westbrook
that's
was
just
in
funny.
that bitch.
Stage, bro. He was not playing around.
That's
Bro.
LA Born, right? That's LA Born
Yo.
with
Here's
Russell
the thing,
Westbrook, bro.
Here's what also really fucked it up, and this is what gets even funnier. And I know you're gonna know it too. When LeBron was there,
There's the
bro,
tweets that were like,
wife
you know his bum, you know
his
the fact that
fucking
his
wife-
wife, he tried to go up there and his
Yeah,
wife
he's like,
grabbed him by the
"Shut your
collar.
ass
he's like,
down."
don't you fucking dare go up there, because you know damn well we
Thing is,
are
people,
on
like,
Drake.
people are saying like, oh yeah, it's because LeBron's not LA born. LeBron is. I'm not gonna speak for the LA community, but like, Brown got us a championship, bro.
With a fucking asterisk. I don't give a fuck.
He's playing for LA's team,
Come
dog.
on, yo.
And
He's
Big
playing
Boy
for
was there
LA's
too.
team. But yeah, I think the biggest. I mean, I think that's probably why Keem wasn't on stage either.
Yeah, because he's not.
Keem's a Vegas native.
Yeah.
No, because then you said Big Boy was over there as well. I was like, because then it reminded me,
still
why
bright
the
out.
fuck are we? Why are you putting up the thing?
I'm
How
surprised
is it
it's still
so
bright
bright?
out.
That's crazy.
Because it's fucking summertime. But anyway, when you said Big Boy, I was like, oh, that reminded me of Andre. And what reminded me of Andre was his fucking concert. But that's another fucking
What?
story. You didn't see the fucking concert that he did for his album?
Mm-hmm.
The clip for
Andre?
The flute
Andre
album?
the
flute
yeah,
one?
Yes.
No,
He did a
I didn't
concert.
even know.
for the
I didn't know
flute?
he did.
He did a
one.
You were
concert.
so mad about
He
that,
did.
bro.
Everybody in attendance was so fucking pissed about that shit.
Why? They knew what they were going
was-
to
was-
do.
I-
More than
yeah,
think
like,
he was
what the
gonna
fuck?
perform.
No, but that's the thing though. It's like they're all right. Granted, some people may.
If I made a country album and I was like, guys, you want to listen?
No,
you
no,
guys
no,
wanna
no,
go to
no,
my
no, no.
concert?
'Cause it's
if
like-
I'm not fucking.
this goes off a track of everything we've been talking about so far. But like, yeah, it's like, I can't say everybody, but like there were a good amount of people who were like, oh, damn, look what Erica Badu fucking did to our man. Like, bro, it was like that
Leave
concert.
Erica Badu out of this, bro.
I'm saying.
I'm like, bro, what the fuck what is wrong with y'all?
Well, the Erica Badu thing is a little joke because they say that everybody that's with her ends up going crazy.
Ends up going
afterwards.
fucking insane.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you got Andre who's playing the flute now. You got Jay Electronica who like
Went off the face of the earth.
yeah.
Yeah, but he was out here running around with Rothschild, so we don't know what he been seeing.
Oh my god! But then on top of
I forgot
that,
about.
like,
Yeah.
what made it even worse was the interview he did, I think before or after, I don't remember. What that shit, and was like, oh, I don't know how to actually play the flute. I'm just playing, whatever comes to
That's
mind.
so fucking fire, though.
That is insane.
Yeah, it is. I don't.
That's a new way of expressing yourself creatively, and I fuck with
And
it.
I get that. Like, I get it. There's no problem in doing that. It's just funny that like it was. Oh god.
That it was a flute album and that you were mad about it when it came out.
Oh, and like, and the flute album itself, like, yeah, it's like ambient, nice to hear, but like overall, I'm just like, I was hoping to God that we get a fucking hip hop album.
Yeah, I'm sure you were. That's why I think it made it even funnier when it was a
It
fucking
was
flute
a
album.
thousand times.
All right, reset.
Reset.
The fucking pop out.
Yeah.
Wow. It was a lot of fun to see
You know,
a lot of people I grew up listening to on that stage. I think a lot back to when my brother had this fucking lowrider. He would drive me in when I was like 12 or 13. I remember we would go in that thing and he was always playing he was playing YG, he was playing The Game, he was playing Snoop, he was always playing Pac. And like watching that fucking concert go live, I was like, that took me back to a time that I didn't even know I wanted to go back to. So shout out to Kenny for organizing that entire thing. Shout out to Baby Keem for being there. I really thought we were going to see Family Ties live, but I think the reason we did was because that concert was for the culture.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah.
It wasn't for plays. It was for the culture.
But like, what if you just got like the very like almost ass end of like Range Brothers, where you just like
Top of
hold
the
on.
morning, top of the morning, top of the morning.
He's like,
top of the
hold
morning.
on, let's get this shit, just fucking so many times.
That would
Oh
have been
my
tough.
But yeah, I hope. I mean, that was probably the biggest surprise of the whole night for me. Was like Baby Keem didn't perform, but I think it makes more sense now that he didn't perform than I initially watched. I watched him perform Not Like Us for the fourth time, and I was like, guys, I do not think Baby Keem is coming. I was like, Aiden was like, I don't know if Baby Keem's coming out. I was like, I'm like 90% sure Baby Keem's not coming out after the fourth Not Like Us performance.
And then as we're fucking talking about it and shit that night, and then as I'm watching like the later half of that shit, I'm like, the fifth time, I'm like, bitch, what?
Yeah, no, that was crazy, bro. That was crazy.
But a lot of people pulled up to that. It was a real fucking pleasure to see that photo that they took at the end.
Iconic.
Gonna be an iconic ass photo.
That shit hard.
Was somebody called it like To Pimp a Pedophile, which is like so
That's
fun.
an insane title. Yeah, nah.
Wow.
We can keep that one. We can keep that one.
Someone called it that. It was so fucking crazy.
Nigga, To Pimp a Pedophile was the most outlandish shit ever.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, like
Like, what the fuck?
I don't think any rapper has that type of pull.
Nope,
Just-
none.
At least with modern day rappers, yeah, none. Like
What do you mean?
if, all right,
I think if Pac did that
like
today,
Oh my! Oh no, no. It would have been.
yeah,
I
no,
feel like it
like
would have been more
if
than
Pac
worse.
did that today, if like Biggie did that today, if I don't know, if like Nas did that today,
yeah,
I
like
think
there are
Oh,
a
you
few
think-
rappers that
there are a few
have-
rappers in history that could have
that
pulled
have
something.
that kind of pull.
They
the
just
full
didn't do it.
community.
Okay.
Like modern ones.
Modern day, hell no. I'm
Like,
not seeing
Modern day, I could see like Jay,
Jay.
Jay-Z?
Wayne,
No,
No,
not
no, no.
Jay-Z.
like modern rappers. I'm
Yeah,
talking like people with that pull.
Like within like Kendrick's era,
Kendrick's era.
nobody else. No.
Oh no,
yeah, I'm
nobody's-
talking about
yeah.
like from the 08.
Oh, Lil Mosey,
Yo, nah, he's crazy.
Lil Xan,
Like if we're talking about old school rappers,
the
like
baby.
the only ones that could like that still rap, the ones that could have that much pull, the only one that can come to mind is like Wayne,
Nas.
and
Jay.
no.
Come
because-
on, man, stop fucking playing.
No, I'm not. Because Jay-Z has been out of that space for so fucking
50.
long. Yes.
Here's the thing I'll say about Jay-Z though, because don't underestimate it. Because you know we never had any Super Bowl performances that were hip hop related until they put Jay-Z in charge of assigning who's going to do the halftime shows for the Super Bowl. So I think he has pull like that.
He has
Was
pull
he
out-
the one in charge of the California one?
Like where they had like Dr. Dre. And
Where it was Dre, Kenny, Dre, Kenny, M.
Yeah, he
Who
set
else
that
was
up.
it?
50.
50.
Eminem.
Yeah,
Why am I forgetting?
and-
Oh my God, who was?
yeah,
Why am I forgetting the woman?
Oh, Mary J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige.
Mary
Jesus
J, yeah.
Christ, what is wrong with me, bro?
because it was a whole thing with like who,
LA.
Not even that. It's just like it was centered around Dr. Dre and like who
Who Dre has worked with? Yeah.
Yeah.
who he brought up.
Oh, and Snoop.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Snoop, or either who he brought up or worked around, and like the only one that he didn't out of that crowd was Snoop. I'm pretty sure at one point helped Mary J. And
Yeah, because the thing is, like Snoop is
you don't
already-
have
You don't need to help Snoop. Snoop is already.
yeah, you don't need to help him, and then you don't have Eminem without Dre, and you don't have 50 without Eminem without Dre.
Without Dre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
And you don't have
You don't
Kenny.
have Kendrick without Dre either.
yeah,
so,
you don't have Kendrick
Yeah.
without Dre. So it's like that whole thing was so centered around Dre. I really, to this day, I want to know what the exact notes that he fucking played on that piano during his performance, because I shit you not, I want to play it so badly. Like towards the end when he was ending. Oh my fucking god! But that's
Good
another thing.
performance.
It was. It really was.
Just to bring it back to the performance that we were just talking about.
Yeah.
But I mean, I know you guys want to talk anything else about the beef.
That beef is centered so fucking much, bro.
We've already been recording for an hour and a half. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Have we-
covered everything?
Like that was at least for the beef. There was so much more like that. At least that's happened within the past couple of months.
This is Speakerboxx Studios. My name is Gio. To my right, I've got
Sean.
Right in front of him, we've got.
Hilly.
And to his right, we've got.
Pat.
This is Speakerboxx Studios. Thank you for listening. We hope to see you guys next time. Stick around, and we'll see you guys later.